This is the GV Podcast, a variety review podcast featuring two of the three idiots giving their thoughts on cartoons and anime. This is an opinion-based podcast, and there's no way we're saying our thoughts and opinions are objective. Keep this in mind and enjoy the show. I really hope that King of the Hill gets as much of a slice of life presence as it would be when listening to it in dub.
Hello, everybody. My name is Duke.
Hi, my name is Mayhem.
I'm Jinsu.
And today we're starting something new that Duke
Starting
is
up
just...
part one.
Duke wanted me to come up with something weird, so I tried, and it was like 10 seconds I had time to do
It
that.
is so weirdly convenient that you went for a dub and sub joke, and you went for King of the Hill. Not because that's the show we're doing. That's not the show we're doing.
Why not?
But because of the fact that, that show actually has a debate in Japan of whether to watch it dub or sub.
Yes.
Like, Japanese folk are just like, well, it's more natural with the American language. With the English language. And then they go, well, no, but I want to be able to just listen to it. They have the same exact debate
that people always have with animes here.
So the reason I told you to do this is because we're starting a new, essentially, series of videos where basically it's going to be 2 parts each time.
Yeah.
When I say 2 parts, I mean 2 videos, one 1 month and then one the next month. Where basically they are 2 shows that I consider to have ties.
Really? Okay.
The ties with these 2
like bow ties or black ties?
Bow ties, actually.
Or hen
actually,
ties.
bolo ties.
Hen ties.
Like how Digimon and Summer Wars are
made by the same
movie.
creator as, like, basically VR World.
Is that
Yes.
how we're stretching it?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Oh, God. What is it, Duke?
Okay, so this one, it's actually a very specific topic of, like, I was just thinking about this recently. There was a show that had something very unique happening when it came to its dub.
Okay.
And so I heard about this, and I was like, that's so unique. I love when they play around with the dub. And then I got reminded of another show that played around with dubbing.
If this is somehow not Ghost Stories again, I'm going to be very upset.
This week, we are talking about Dragon Ball Z. I'm kidding. It is Ghost Stories.
Yes! It is Ghost Stories.
I finally allowed you to watch Ghost Stories.
Yes!
Yes.
We've seen the first episode, and that's all that I needed.
My original plan was to show this to you for, like, a birthday special or something like that.
Shut up!
But I never got around to doing it. So instead, I moved it here, and I was like, you know what? This has ties to a show that came out recently where, like, in my mind, of, like, something that played with dub. When you can play around with dub, that is fun.
Yeah.
It is more fun to be able to play around of, like, instead of just doing, like, word for word of this is everything that happened in the story. It's also more fun to just look at the story and be like, yeah, we had fun. It's like Cowboy Bebop. That's actually one where, like, the dub for that was basically they said, okay, we want to have fun with this. I hired people that very much fit these characters, so let's go in and do this. Yeah. That was the entire point of dubbing Cowboy Bebop. Ghost Stories, obviously, we got the whole story there of they wanted to sell it off to a company, and what ended up happening was they sold it off real cheap, and they said, okay, the one thing you got to do is you got to make sure the story stays the same, okay? But you can do whatever the hell you want with it.
Oh, okay. All right.
And they're like, should we take this seriously? Nah! Let's have fun with this.
Jinzu, have you heard anything about Ghost Stories?
I watched it.
You watched it?
You watched all of it, so you're fine.
All right.
What about you, Mayhem?
I've only seen the funny clips online and then the first episode, so I have no context for most of the stuff that... Like when it's like when you watch memes about something and then you watch it and then you go, that's where it's from! It's like when you're watching Star Wars and you're like, that's where the fun begins!
I feel what's going to end up happening, honestly, is it will be less a review of, like, okay, is this... like, here's the story of this show. When we come back, it's going to be more, is it worth it? That's not a mean thing to say of, like, okay, obviously they changed around the dub quite a bit, so is it a good watch? Like, should you watch this or should you just watch compilations?
All right. Here we go!
That's a thing that's always been asked.
Let's go! We'll be right back. Bye.
Come on, jump. I said jump!
I say, you're pissing too darn loud, boy. It's late at night and you're pissing right in the center of the bowl like you're frying chicken in there. You gotta piss on the side, boy. Get ready to make a stealth mission. You're causing a whole ruckus pissing like that, boy. Welcome back, everybody.
Duke just found that on Twitter and had to.
We had to.
No, I had to.
No, just followed up by the question, just like, hey, should I open with that?
Can I?
Can I open with that? And it's just like, well, I don't know. Like, it's a very serious. Wait, we're doing ghost stories? Fuck it.
Yeah, so we just watched Ghost Stories. We watched an episode and then the compilation that's on YouTube, and oh my god.
Okay, gotta get this out of the way now. If you want, you can go in and watch the episodes. They're available. Go watch them. They're fun. If you just want to know how funny it is, watch the compilations.
The compilation cuts. It's literally just
Cuts
cuts
the
all
fluff.
of the fat. It cuts out all the fat, and it's all the weird lines and everything that's in it, and it just makes it hilarious. But then when you watch the show, you just get blindsided by them, and so when you get blindsided, it's either it was from something really off-putting or hilarious. There's no in between.
My favorite thing, I'm one of those people that looks up voice actors. My favorite thing as well was to look up the voice actors of all these different characters. Just be like, okay, you did this. What else did you do?
This is on your repertoire. Ghost Stories dub.
Like the bunny girl, the bunny episode, basically.
Yeah.
The girl who owns the rabbit. Just the fact that one of their biggest selling points right now is the fact that the main character of Slime Reincarnated.
God damn it.
Also, in the future, they're in One Piece. They were in a few episodes earlier for us. Like it was Skypiea.
Oh
They were in
god.
Skypiea as one of the Skypeans. But also, any major character, it was Doflamingo as a kid.
Oh god.
They're the voice of Kid Doflamingo. So
We
now
see
I
that?
just imagine. Well, yeah, but I just imagine now just a little Doflamingo just like jump. I said jump.
It's not because you're a rabbit.
Yeah.
There's so many voices. I remember like you showing me that the evangelist girl is actually Bulma,
Bulma.
and therefore Tanya, and it just like it fits.
That's so funny.
But yeah, go
Oh, you're saying that she's Tanya, somebody who wants to convert people?
It's the best kind of
Not
show.
your first craziest role.
If someone likes this, they're willing to watch anything else on anime.
No, there's weirder.
There's weirder.
No, you know what?
But there's weirder.
This is step 1 to I can watch any weird anime. Step 2 would be that Crayon Shinchan show where it's the weird looking black-haired kid with the red shirt that I showed you the other day.
I think. But that little devil child, yes.
Yeah, no, him. That's step 2 to you can watch anything. I'll say that right away. Like, dude, he's the reason why Adult Swim was banned in this house for like 2 years straight.
You just admitted that we're in a house. I wanted them to think that we were in the middle of the desert.
Well, you're not fully wrong. But
From the bits that you've seen, Jinsu, what's your thoughts about Ghost Stories?
I actually watched the show a while ago, but that was a long time ago.
Just trudging up old memories.
It was a lot of fun. It was so much fun. Cause it's just like a dumb show, and you can tell like the voice acting is very like they didn't care.
Yeah, it wasn't as strict.
And then when you go in knowing that the voice actors didn't care, and then the direction was just do whatever the fuck you want, it makes it like
Like it's a satire, like
yeah, like
it's a play on most
The-
of like the serious
the-
anime and all that kind of shit.
yeah. There's like a bell, right? So like how there's like good from 0 to 10.
Yeah.
There's like so bad that it's good.
Yes!
And like negative. So like in
it's negative 10.
negative 10 is like it's so bad, but it's still so awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I loved it so much.
I've gotten that feeling from certain shows, like when watching dubs. I've gotten that feeling from certain shows where it's like, this is awful. I love it. Big Green! Let go of child.
Yeah.
You ever heard the Big Green dub of Dragon Ball?
No.
You've never heard of the Big Green dub? You know how they call Piccolo Big Green, like as a joke? Or like Nail Big Green?
Yeah.
That's based on a
Bigger
joke of-
green!
There's a old dub of it's the Turles movie.
Oh god, that's what they called Piccolo?
Yeah, Gohan, he sees Piccolo, he goes, "Big green!" And he goes,
What the hell?
"Let your hand off of that small child."
Let your hand off that small child now.
And it's just so weird.
I said y'all, boy!
That's my favorite thing. There's a lot of, like, when it comes to especially bigger, older anime, there's a lot of weird dubs out there. Classic one, One Piece, obviously.
Yo!
That's right, it's me, Luffy. It's good to see you, buddy. Save it!
Luffy! That's just the voice of Zolo.
Yeah, Zolo.
Oh fuck.
There's that, and another one that's just a classic, like, what the fuck is going on? Was an old, I think it was the Ocean's dub of Dragon Ball with Kami.
Oh god, what
Kami
they do
has
with
a
him?
moment that is batshit.
What?
Of the scene where he fuses with Piccolo in the anime. One of the old dubs has that moment where, like, in the classic, it's more of a moment.
Yeah, they do it like intense.
Yell. In this one, more if it's a all the way to a full. It's nuts. I gotta pop it up because it's hilarious.
Oh my god.
What are we talking about again?
Dubbing.
We're dubbing.
Right,
because this show, I really think that this one shouldn't be alone in a dubbing sense. What is
Give her the ad.
what is that? I gotta go take a piss now.
Wait for it.
Oh
Jesus
God.
Christ!
God. Piccolo's just getting traumatized.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
Wow.
That is the
That
new.
kind of elevates that scene a little bit.
There's also this other Ocean dub with Vegeta.
Oh.
Remember that screen that Lanny did in the Abridged?
The fuck!
Where it was realized his Dragon Ball was stolen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it goes. Careful with this music being playing. I'm worried about it.
How could I have been so stupid?
Stupid.
It was that kid. I sensed he was hiding something from me.
That bowl cut looks ridiculous.
Dragon Ball.
He's wearing them fake J's.
Little rat find it. Just a watch, that's all. That was no watch. That was a Dragon Ball locator.
It tells
That was a
time
Gucci. Yes, it
And-
tells time.
and nothing
Shows what you
else.
know.
And nothing else. It's a fucking podcast.
I'll get you for this. You won't escape my wrath.
Hell yeah.
You won't escape.
Oh wait.
I'll get you for this. You won't escape my wrath.
God damn. You got it?
Get you. You're all mine. Stay tuned for scenes from
Stay tuned for Vegeta murdering a child.
Yeah.
Do you know they actually brought that voice actor back in Dragon Ball Super?
I think you should.
Yeah,
that's like
he's-
the only thing from Super I've actually seen.
Oh,
is
you
he
watched a
showed-
lot of Super,
He's
like
the-
what? Well, you
There's
maybe
like some side
goopy-
arc. Yeah.
goopy
some
thing
side
that
arc.
like,
yeah, the filler arc of Super.
It takes the power of whoever it transforms into.
and it was Vegeta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's Chris Sabat versus that guy,
Yeah.
while both being Vegeta and also being like a reference also to Baby.
Yeah.
I got to find out recently that Baby in GT, the dub, is voiced by Buggy the Clown.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Isn't that hilarious?
That's the thing too, is that like after watching all of these shows, after only watching Dragon Ball Z as my only anime I actually watched, going back and listening to all the voices and being like, wait a minute.
That's the funniest part. I'll say that right now.
The fact that I haven't actually heard Trunks in a while, but I've been hearing Sanji so much.
That's okay. Jinzu, you said this before, of your biggest problem when watching like the dub of One Piece is that whenever you hear Sanji, it throws you out because that's just Trunks. It's been so long since I've heard actual Trunks that the only Trunks in my mind that I've heard any time recently is Scott.
Yeah.
That's the
Team
only
Force,
Trunks.
the
So that's
abridged.
why for me, it's no problem at all. Of just like whenever I try to think of Trunks' voice, all I hear is Kaiser Neko.
Because he does a really good job.
He does a
He does a perfect job. And the fact that he was like, oh, I don't think I'd be a good voice for him. I don't think I'd be a good fit for him. And Lanny and Taka just like, you are a dumbass. You are going to do this.
You play the twink!
But, okay, yeah, so Ghost Stories.
Back
It's
to
just,
Ghost.
it's just him talking to
Oh, what's our non-spoiler thoughts? This is great.
This
This is great. Just,
the most wild show that, like, if someone isn't prepared for this, you're gonna enjoy watching their reaction.
that's the thing. This show is, every episode is a shitpost.
Oh, yeah.
Every episode
It's
is
a ripoff. Every episode is a ripoff of a better horror movie.
Yeah. And so that's why for me, when it came to this show, it's basically watch it when your head is in the right place. I will say that right away. 'Cause
Yesterday you were fucked up.
I was so messed up due to allergies, and so I'm watching and I'm just like, please let me die. Just let me die.
Meanwhile, I'm over here just like, they said funny things.
They said a gay joke. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's also very much of the time of, there's a lot of jokes. Where
Early
it's like,
2000s.
There's going to be a lot of people who don't want to watch this because of some of the jokes in this being very early 2000s.
So there's a lot of anti-gay, making fun of...
Like 99% of the jokes are, that bitch a hoe.
yeah, and like social commentary of the early 2000s. So if you didn't really know any of the shit that was happening during then, you're kind of just laughing unnervously in trying not to be left out of the joke.
I think that was the thing for me of like, there was the occasional joke when I was sitting there like, okay, I don't know that reference. It was so specific. They're just like, I don't know what that means.
It was like something about Lindsay Lohan, I think it was.
Lindsay Lohan, that's the usual. Like they made a reference to Lindsay Lohan. You go figure when it comes to Lindsay Lohan.
That was the thing that you were talking about.
No, there was another one where it was uber specific, where it was like they were talking about some person I'd never heard about. I was like, I don't know who that is. I think it was a political person.
That's the funny thing too, is that most of the political jokes that they make are still relevant, and you just go, we haven't progressed.
No, the one that makes me laugh was the one thing when it came to politics that kind of made me laugh was looking back like, wait, what was he? Just the moment when the religious character is just like, you just wait till that good old president of ours, and I was like, what party was he? Oh, Bush was Republican. Oh yeah.
And there's the commentary.
It's just like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's the joke that they're going
That's
for.
the joke. Bush was Republican, and also he did drugs in his teenage years. A lot of them.
Yeah, they all did.
And tried to restrict
The
access.
son of a
now-
politician. Wow.
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 Canned marijuana.
It was illegal back then, so it was a joke.
But yeah, no, when it came to a lot of these jokes, they're very much
When they
just like, holy shit.
when they did go away from the social commentary and just started doing weird shit. We weren't talking to you, bus driver. Just drive the bus driver.
Yeah.
The best way to
Fill the
imagine,
hole filler.
the best way to imagine it
The
is
board mover.
every episode of this show, every episode feels like the first 5 episodes of Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Oh yeah, with just the kookiness.
Like, they have the same energy of, like, mind you, later on down the line, Dragon Ball Z Abridged really put a lot of respect on the name of Dragon Ball, of, like, everything to do with Cell. Like,
Oh yeah.
that was all the respect in the world. When it comes to this is like Saiyan Saga arc, when it was just like, Dragon Ball is really dumb. Let's talk about how dumb Dragon Ball is.
And then they proceeded to do that for the entire thing.
But also, let's make social commentary.
Don't watch more than 5 episodes at a time. You'll die.
That's what it felt like. But man, when it came to this show,
Exposure therapy.
the only problem I had with some episodes I will say, like there were some episodes that were fan-fucking-tastic.
Like episode 9.
Episode 9 is perfect. Episode 9 is the episode that you watch if you want to get a good feel for like the best that this show can do.
Oh yeah.
But some episodes were very much like joke, dry, nothing's happening, joke. Like that's how it felt on occasion of just like there were some episodes where nothing happened.
Nothing. Literally, it was just the plot, and they just didn't think of anything. That's
Like,
what it was.
There are some episodes of this show I will say I will not remember. I will not remember at all. Like I'm trying to. There was one episode that had some funny moments that I'm trying to remember what it was. Like we got
Was it the piano one, the music one?
I think it was the piano one. I just don't remember almost anything from it.
Because like the
Other
only
than,
good
God damn it!
the only good part is just like I'm worried about you. Is it about the piano thing?
Like,
Why don't you meet me on the deserted payphone in the bad part of town? Okay, give me a minute.
Yeah. So there was there's a piano episode. There, once again, Pet Cemetery episode. That's a perfect episode.
Best episode.
Which is episode 9. First episode, I don't remember what the whole thing was. Like it was just the demon that possesses the cat, right? That was the whole monster of the episode.
That they have to trap it into the cat, and then the cat is just like it was killing and destroying shit. So they put it in the cat, and the cat's just the entire time for the rest of the series is just like, I'm gonna escape and kill all you. Man, you are. I'm looking at the 4 of the most ugliest children I've ever seen.
I will say this: if you're coming for the plot.
No.
Go away. If you're coming for plot, go away. You're not getting any kind of like great plot. You're coming for the jokes.
Just
You
watch the
have
better
to come for the
movies.
jokes. No, if you're coming for the plot, then go watch the sub, you dumbass.
That's a threat.
That's a massive threat. It is literally the biggest go fuck yourself I could say.
Go watch the sub. Whoa, bad English translation be upon thee.
Whoa, sub upon me. But man, when it comes to the dub though, you're coming for the jokes. Like that's guaranteed. Like,
I want to see someone's reaction for not knowing what this show has been done to with the dub, thinking that it's going to be like some classic anime that people are like, oh man, I remember watching this, and then like they watch it, and then you just get blindsided by the jokes. I said jump!
Is it weird to say that I think I've seen something similar to that of not for ghost stories, but for Joji? I saw a video recently for that guy Joji, where it was a fan of Joji being shown some Filthy Frank videos, and she's just sitting there the entire time, like she's a massive fan. She's like, "No, that's not Joji. No, that's not him."
Oh, but
then watching, it's just that might be him. No.
There's that one song with the ramen.
Just this deterioration of her psyche as she's watching just Filthy Frank. It's just stupendous.
Also known as a comedy genius.
Very much so. Just her whole moment of just, who the hell's Pink Guy? It's just like, Joji.
Have you seen a prank?
But no, it's just, Jesus Christ. When it comes to this show, so much fun. Honestly, we'd probably be able to skip story stuff because story does not matter.
Why are we talking about this story?
Pick your favorite episode and we'll talk about that episode.
It's got to be Pet Sematary.
Pet Sematary, okay.
Because it like whenever it's an episode that they know what joke that they want to do throughout the entire time that is consistently good, it's this one. Like this one, and I would say the sports festival.
The bestiality joke.
Yeah, it was hilarious. That one and the sports festival are like 2 of my favorite ones. But I mainly want to talk about the Pet Cemetery one just because it has the greatest joke ever.
I said jump!
No.
No? What is it?
I can't say it.
That's the other thing. There's a lot of jokes here.
Don't say it.
There's just so many jokes here. We cannot repeat.
It has the best joke. Just can't say it. I'm not allowed to say it.
No, like what are some of the jokes that you can't repeat? Oh, stuff like what ruined the internet? It was pedophiles and what was the other thing?
I didn't
Can't repeat that.
That wasn't in the episode.
No,
that was the wrong episode.
I'm saying every.
Oh no!
episode has
Don't
stuff
worry.
like that.
That's the joke that I'm going for. That's the joke that I'm trying to steer away from you acknowledging.
Yeah, but no, there's those. That's the case.
Oh
with a lot
wait,
of the
it's just a good one that's a bit more safer in the direction. Have you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? No, I'm Jewish.
I'll say also the voice acting just sells it each time. Of like once again when it came to the rabbit episode of that whole thing of just
We know.
it's just like
I now know it can never be.
what was it when she was talking about when he would talk to her?
Wait. His funny little laugh. His little requests. Touch me. His reprimands. Touch me harder.
For you, Jinsu, what is your favorite episode that you saw?
I don't know.
It's okay to pick the same one that we just watched. It's okay.
No, because that one was that one was wild.
Does that not make it your favorite?
I think the one where she was finding out stuff about her mom.
Oh,
That was really funny.
oh, why do principals always look like lesbians? Mom!
That's episode 1 is the best part.
Yeah.
That woman looks like careful.
Yeah, we got that cat. That cat showed up on the day of our mom's funeral. Our dead mom. Feel bad?
You feel bad yet? The show is such.
That's how I always feel whenever I hear that in shows. By the way, whenever somebody says that line of like yes, this happened on the day of this person in my life's funeral. My dead person in my life? Feel bad?
Katara every episode in Avatar.
Oh
My
my
mother's
God.
dead!
My mother is dead! But it's like,
It's Dende! My parents are dead!
yes, that's the reference I'm always making whenever I say that. I'm glad you finally got it. He now understands the secret of the universe. Jinzu, is
the
there
last secret I needed.
is there a character like of the main group of characters, including the cat, that speak out to you, and every time that they say something, you're always there?
Man, Mayhem, I can't believe you answered his question.
The cat.
The cat. Damn, you are the 4 ugliest kids I've ever had the misfortune of lay my eyes.
You couldn't have saved your friend, not without me. Hey! What? Thanks. What? You're alright.
Can't
You are
finish.
stupid.
Yeah.
I don't... That's the thing, is that I'm able to change it to still make sense.
Yeah. No,
Because I'm not going to say it the actual way. I'm going to get it wrong on purpose.
be it racial jokes, be it
ableist joke.
ableist jokes, or be it just jokes about people being whores. Like that.
Every character has like 2 voices. Like they have like the normal. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, we got to find this ghost. Our dead mother.
You know what it is? I think they have script voice and then they have improv voice.
Improv voice. Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
They got 2 modes. Yeah.
Like, I'll say this, of like the fact that the main character, that's like 90% of her jokes, by the way. Just talking about a random person, just being like, yeah, that person's a whore.
She's literally just standing out by the school waiting for one of the other characters. Hey kid, want some candy? Ah!
Like, so many of her jokes are just, yeah, she's a hoe.
Am I loud
It's
enough?
like, what?
Am I loud enough for you, Jinsu?
What?
Am I loud enough for you?
No, there's just something in my eye.
Go have a threesome. Huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the other character that was getting me too much of just like, Jesus Christ. It was the main dude whose entire joke is just he wants to bang everything.
I've never been so represented in my life. God, you're making me sick! Ding dong ding ding! That's Japanese. I don't read Japanese, but thankfully I speak barricade.
You know what? This a closer show that I can think of that kind of represents this show's humor. Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh my god! When are we reviewing that series?
We just did. It's Ghost Stories.
Oh god, no! It's not as represented that well.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, that's what it kind of feels like. Of like the concept of Always Sunny was just they're all assholes.
Oh yeah.
That's what this show feels like. Of they're all assholes.
It's Always Sunny. Like I was watching it all the way up until like a season after Danny DeVito showed up, where it's like before he shows up, the show like they try and do the most controversial things that they could do.
Yeah.
But then when Danny DeVito shows up, they just
I just want it to be pure.
They just turn the show into the greatest thing ever. Yeah. It's just, when he shows up, he just makes it better.
You should go into the bathroom, see him completely covered in what was it, hand sanitizer. I just want it to be pure.
There was a whole episode about glory holes, and he's just like, you don't understand. You go over there, and you get a penis. Well, that's the thing. Wait, are you gay? No! Why would I do that? Because you're in the men's bathroom. You're only gonna get men. No, you're not looking at it right. You gotta put the hole on this one. That's still to the same stall of the same bathroom. No, you don't understand. And then he makes one, and then he has like this like sandwich or something that he like is caring for as a child also at the same time.
What?
So he's sitting on the toilet with the sandwich, and he's just like, all right, and now we're gonna get it. It's gonna come through the hole right now, and it does. And he's just like, oh, that's a penis. It's just like it finally.
Danny DeVito.
He just finally gets it. He's just like, oh. Oh, oh my God! I gotta show you guys the one where they make a random play, like a musical play. You gotta pay the toll troll to get to the boys' hole.
Oh,
Yeah. I gotta show you guys that one.
I was gonna say.
It's like, no, but that's not the line of Danny DeVito's character. It's just saying that.
I don't remember the full context of just like the Trash Man episode.
Oh no, that's just gold.
It's just where he brings in like a whole wrestling match and he brings in a trash bag. He starts smacking people with the trash bag. And by the end of it, you see they're all covered in blood because it was an actual trash can with like glass bottles and shit.
It was actually like a weapon.
And he's standing there surrounded by bloody people, and everybody's just looking like horrified. Yeah! He's just like, yeah!
Takes the victory.
Danny always takes the victory.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that's what this show feels like. It feels like Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but only the compilations of Always Sunny.
Just
as
as
it feels like.
just as indiscernible.
And like post Danny, especially.
A barren wasteland with a nuclear red sky with people in white robes walking toward a river of blood. Nothing seems threatening about this.
Yeah. Once again, there's not much we can mention when it comes to this show. There's not much we can mention of just like, oh, well, you see the plot goes that this girl goes this and that.
So what you're trying to say is
matter.
The context is very episodic, and anytime that you try and say anything about it, it's gonna make your eyes glaze over.
The main question we had going into the show was, should you watch the show or the compilations?
Oh yeah, that was the biggest, like,
And
which one is more enjoyable?
It's essentially, it depends. If you're willing to, you can watch the show. If you don't have the time for that, watch the compilations.
Oh yeah. The only problem is that sometimes the compilations don't have everything, so it's like there are some like hidden gems in there that some people who
in other words, watch like
compilations
15 different compilations, and when you see the Bunny episode 5 times, you know you've watched it all.
Yeah. Because obviously that.
Is that a good way to summarize it?
I feel like that the Pet Sematary episode is the most favorite. I feel like it's the most favorited one.
I wonder why.
Hey,
I said jump!
Hey kids, what are you doing here? Go home, sillies. I'd like to thank my agent.
Did you not want to push the voice that he did?
Want to go get lifted? Sounds ugly, man!
I was going to say, did you not want to push the voice that the dude asking the kids the question did?
No. Don't do it.
I'll do it.
No, don't do it.
I'll do it.
No, because you'll die.
What, because I can do it too well?
No, because Jinsu will kill you.
Bunch of sillies.
It's just the way you turn your head, Jinsu.
You're just quiet all the time, and then the moment he hears that, Oh.
That wasn't even it.
It was more of a complaint that it was wrong.
That was not a gay stereotype voice. That was just a shitty voice. So anyway, guys, final thoughts on ghost stories before we get to the next thing to watch.
I've watched.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Yep. I have seen many compilations of the show. For this episode, I have watched a lot of episodes,
9 in total of the 20.
which is a lot more than what I've usually watched. I
It's
will
the kind of
say,
thing I'm willing to watch more in my own time.
yeah, and I'm willing to watch the compilations on my own time.
I can watch the compilations anytime. I can watch the episodes in my own time. Oof. What about you, Jinzu? What are your thoughts on ghost stories?
How are you feeling about rewatching
I watched it and I was done with it.
it?
I watched it once, and then I never went back.
You thought the past was behind you, but here we are. Rehashing! What'd you think of the evangelist lady?
Really funny.
The Lord made the
You mean
internet.
the one you identify with the most?
The one that made most of the statements that made me go, and then?
Continue.
Isaiah 63:1!
Mayhem, it's not a good thing when you connect with the evangelist.
Why?
Because it's an evangelist,
What, and?
and you're a Catholic.
Wait, that's right. They're usually just... They're Protestants. That's
God.
the issue!
God, I could... The number of times we could just make a Christian joke and just be like, and 90% of the population is about to kill us. And it's
why-
just, I just have to say one word for you, and we're done.
Protestant.
Just any Protestant, yeah. Jehovah's Witness.
I don't say it with disdain. I don't think about you at all. I don't know if I'm going to keep that one.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
At least it's not like threatening.
At least it's
about you.
At
I
least
don't
it's,
think about you at all.
at least it's not what Ghost Story does with joking about religion.
Oh my god, yeah. That's putting it mild. Shocker! But replace it with... Spencer!
With dogs clawing on the floor.
Soda!
So yeah,
My idea
thought
is,
with Mayhem.
why didn't they make more dubs like this?
Actually, they did.
More. I need more! More! What's another one? What is another one?
Crayon Shinchan.
Okay,
What?
here's what I'm trying to say. A serious show that's been absolutely obliterated by the dub.
Oh,
JoJo's.
funny enough, Devilman Crybaby, the original.
Oh my god.
There's this clip of the main character coming in to see the main blonde guy, whatever his name is.
Lucifer?
Yeah, essentially. He goes to see him in the hospital, and it's this whole thing. Oh, it just makes a bunch of fucking noises for some reason. It's just like, did you need a second take there?
Jinsu, you gotta kill it with the phone, man. It's too much.
But yeah, no.
It's too much of a tangent.
You know what? There's a good thought with Mayhem. What is a show that would be great with this kind of dub? Like full money, like not even a bridge style. No, full on Ghost Story style.
My tractor.
Why is it Death Note?
Oh my god, no. It's gotta be a modern one. Gotta be modern. Hamburger. It's gotta be a modern anime. I think Chainsaw Man kind of like touches that, but with like the yes. Well, shit. It does that, but a show that like I would want that is modern to do that, probably Jujutsu Kaisen.
Really?
To be that stupid.
It has to be Dragon Ball.
Or Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball
if they-
Super getting that treatment to recognize how stupid some of the stuff in there is.
Yeah. Well, they kind of did it. Unfortunately, Abridged does exist, and it does work too well.
Yeah.
So an Abridged Super would
Imagine if they gave money to DBZA to be able to go further.
be... Team 4-star, yeah. Just allow... Yeah, they're just like, you know what? You guys revived the people's love for the show.
Have you guys ever seen the scene from actual Dragon Ball dub where the TFS people popped in?
Yes!
You've seen it.
Yes!
During that tournament with Busage, yeah.
It's just... They're just there, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, Hercule, played by Takahata 101.
Well...
No, and it was the Nappa voice.
Oh.
Yes, I'm here to fight you, evil Cell Man!
Evil Cell Man.
It was just shit like that. It just... I think it was even Vegeta just saying, like, his level is over maximum, or some shit like that.
It's over maximum!
It's just like, what the fuck is happening?
Do you have anything to ask, Jinsu? Or to ponder about? Do you have your orb to ponder?
Do you have a show that you think would be great with a Ghost Stories dubbing?
Have we asked you enough questions yet?
Digimon.
Digimon. Ooh.
A Bridgimon, yes.
Oh, God.
That's an actual show. Do you know that?
Digimon is so good.
Isn't that just the... I thought that was just the TFS name for them doing the movie.
So the story about a Bridgimon is essentially that there was a channel way back in the day that did a Bridgimon, and everybody thought that it was TFS.
Oh.
It was not. But the reason why people thought it was TFS is because there was a lot of TFS members as a part of it, including Masako.
Oh!
And so, as a joke, TFS decided to do a Bridgimon episode 2. They didn't do episode 1. So they do episode 2, they go through the whole jokes, and the reason why a lot of the voices are kind of weird in the Bridgimon movie, the joke episode, the reason why is because they're doing parodies of the voices that were used in there. So it's different people doing the voices of their friends.
Oh, that's good.
And so there was that whole thing, and then the movie happened.
All right.
Yeah.
That's great. All right.
And also, obviously, the big old joke they have when it comes to the Masters of Darkness, or whatever they were called in the original.
Put it on a shirt!
Where they turn them into just TFS. Like, joke evil TFS.
Yes. I like him! Put him on a shirt!
Including my favorite bit, which is in the movie version. Devimon. Devimon, being voiced by Grant, is supposed to be a reference to the fact that Grant was one of the biggest haters of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. And so, him joining the team, just, yeah, thanks, guys. I realized that,
I liked having money more than having my own opinion.
I like it! Put him on a shirt!
Yes. Alright. What's next, Duke?
What's next? Technically, what's next is Afro Samurai.
Hell yeah! I can't wait to hear Samuel L. Jackson say motherfucker for exactly 2 hours straight.
Is that a motherfucking RPG? This is a motherfucking RPG. He just pulled an RPG out of a motherfucking backpack.
Motherfucker! Anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching! Subscribe for more and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. If you want to see more of our content, you can find our YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter on our Linktree at linktree/greenvillains. That's linktr.ee/greenvillains.